Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Mickey Mouse here, and I'm back from the Maxi Toys, as you guys probably already know. And welcome back to more Let's Play of New Super Mario Bros. For the Nintendo DS. So last time we actually did tackle those, levels here, including with those two secret exits to actually encounter with. And, one thing I haven't mentioned in the last video is the fact that once I access to the secret level in level 1-Tower, this will actually lead me to the cannon level. But I'm not exactly going to tackle for that just yet though, because, well, for this episode we're about to continue exploring for World 1 while actually finishing World 1 along the way. So here we go, on to World 1-4. So in this level we actually introduced into the next new power-up we can actually encounter during a later time, but first of all, I just got a spare blue shell thanks to the red question mark block. So thank you for that, to actually give me that. And well, we actually say the next power up we actually introduced into the mainstream Mario series. Well, technically, much like the Mega Mushroom in Mario Party 4, that this power up do make it the first appearance in Mario Party 4. This is actually called the Mini Mushroom, and what Mini Mushroom can do is that you can actually fit through the hole when you're actually trying to gather when you're trying to discover through secrets and secret areas and whatnot. And what's cool about the mini form in this is that you can actually jump higher, and plus you can actually walk on water, so that you won't able to actually swim when you're in the mini form. And speaking of the water level, as I probably should say it from during the later times, that well, I'll explain that when we actually get into it. So, and by the way, if you stand on the water for too long when you're in mini form, then you probably won't able to actually just go up a bit. So anyway. Alright, right now we're going this way, this is where you actually find yourselves a second star coin. Now, don't grab those coins until you actually activate the P-switch, because if you accidentally activate the P-switch when you somehow accidentally collected those coins, you won't able to manage to get up and just trying to grab the second star coin, so yeah, just a little mind you about that. And there's the third and final star coin. In order to get to it, if you either just be a small Mario form or a shell Mario, if you're actually just about to be hit into it, that you can barely fit through the this little hole gap right here. And then if you actually do, then this will actually lead you to the third and final star coin in level 1-4. So hey, at least it's pretty easy for the most part. So yeah, I didn't jump. Hold on. But at least I'm glad that this wasn't as, like, remember how the likes of Super Mario 3D Land and 3D World, that you had to grab the golden flagpoles in order to complete the whole game. Well, in the new Super Mario Bros. Series, it does not have some sort of feature, so anyway. Alright, so let's access to this level down here to actually unlock this level, to actually spend 5 star coins in order to get to it. And this will actually leads us to level 1-A, so, I'm not gonna do that level just a little bit to, for that, but, first things first though, I'm actually gonna be talking for the level on the top, level 1-5, and much like level 1-3, that we can actually hit into, this little sky-looking level, along with this new type of gimmick of this level, is that we actually hop into these pink bouncy mushrooms. And if you time your jumps just right, then you can basically jump a little bit higher. But if you're not, then you basically just jump short. So this does remind me of something related to the level from Kirby's Epic Yarn, or something like that. So yeah, the second star coin is pretty simple if you actually just to be a pro at this. And the third and final star coin is how to use this of these platforms here, so that you need to adjust the right platform to actually go a little bit higher. Once you do that, then this will actually lead you to this little secret area, along with some coins and some pink bouncy mushrooms, and plus not to mention the moving mushroom, which can actually automatically takes you to the third and final star coin in the, well, just in this level. Alright, so let's go back down, so yeah. So I guess a few things I just want to talk about through this little video anyways, is that recently that Nintendo, as far as last year is concerned, they actually did release Pokemon Rumble World on the eShop download version for free. Well, it turns out that Nintendo is actually going to reveal the retail copy version of Pokemon Rumble World on the Nintendo 3DS. And as far as, despite how shallow and completely lackluster that game is, despite the fact that we actually have yet another Pokemon Rumble game, and I was like, are you kidding me? No, not the Goomba is going to attack me. No, it's just a Pokemon Rumble World game. It's something more likely. It's a bit too simplistic for my taste, but anyway. And somehow my shell power-up is now gone, so never mind about that for me, to be honest with you. So, because in this next level, well, not the castle level just yet, because I'm going to be talking through all the levels, and including all the star coins I'll be collecting, and including some secret exits as well. So, just like how it does in, Super Mario Bros. 3, that, Deathly and Piglet managed to tackle for that game back in 2014, and especially noticeable when they did a Super Mario All-Stars version, because they were originally going to be targeted for the NES version, but they don't have it on the NES though yet. But anyways, now let's head into this little level down here, level 1-A. So it appears to be we're in the underwater type level, because for you can see that when it actually has some water effects in the world map, this meaning that we actually encounter the water levels. And just like how it does in Super Mario Bros. 1, and the Lost Levels, Super Mario Bros. 3, and even Super Mario World, that handles exactly like how it does in from, as you probably guessed it by now. But, in addition to that though, we actually have ourselves an auto-scrolling at the same time. I think it doesn't actually involve in that, although, I'm not exactly sure for that, but, yeah, the water levels are back, so everything's all accounted for, so anyway. And here we have these little bouncy bumpers that we actually encountered just about right here. But even with that, it's pretty simple to actually maneuver about it throughout, so... Now, if you see these little visible blocks right here, if you actually go swim up just about right here, like I was doing, that will, if you swim to the right, then you actually encounter to the first star coin, so it's pretty easy to spot that. But just don't put too many of these invisible blocks appeared in the beginning on this, or whatever. And unlike in Super Mario Bros. 3, that there was no checkpoints in the auto-scrolling levels, but in this game, it's actually now added in some checkpoints during the auto-scrolling levels, so that's actually a huge bonus for me, although some levels can actually be really easy at the beginning, and then some of these levels can get really hard later on, although I would say this wasn't as hard as Super Mario World is, but even then, I found this game to be quite easy, to be honest. As far as the difficulty length, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, yeah, the game is still challenging overall when it comes to getting collectibles and whatnot, but it's just that I found this game to be quite easy, to be honest, but still. Oh yeah, so pointing out right now that this level actually contains yet another new type of enemies in this game. These are sushis. And sushis can actually go into, specifically swim in one direction to the far left, and then basically you just have to dodge these between which patterns they actually just swim about. And as you can see, I actually grabbed myself a third and final star coin at the end, and basically I have to do it with Small Mario in order to grab it, so that, well, it makes it a much more faster way to actually grab that star coin at the very least, so anyways. Alright, so that concludes that secret level, and now let's move on to the castle level. So let me go ahead and access to this, Mega Mushroom House quickly, briefly. And let's save the game. And we can actually move on to the last level and, well, before we actually do that, I just need to grab myself a freebie item. I wonder what item can I get. Could be something good. Okay, mini mushroom. Okay, that's fine. Which is especially fine though, because considering when we actually get into the later part throughout this game, then we can actually counter the this little secret areas when we actually continue through this game. So anyways, here we go, onto this castle level in World 1. So, since in Super Mario Bros. 3's airship levels, or in this case Super Mario Bros. Mostly the original, and the Lost Levels game, that we actually do fight a lot of Bowsers, or in this case fake Bowsers, and then Bowser at the end. And then Super Mario Bros. 3's airship level, that we actually encounter the Koopalings and stuff like that. And then in the Super Mario World, that in the tower levels mostly, that we actually fight the Koopalings. So I wonder how we actually gonna fight this time around in this game. So yeah. So the main gimmick of this level is the usage of those tightropes so you can maneuver through the tightropes. And right off the bat, there's actually the first star coin just about right up here while using a wall jump. Sorry for the lack of quietness going on, it's just hard to concentrate. And the second star coin is just right down there. Just have to be very careful, because if you touch the lava, then it's instant death, you know, just like how it does in the previous games. The third and final star coin is pretty easy to miss. And basically, if you get into this little section of the tightropes you saw, and if you time your jump just right on this tightrope right there, then you can hit to the green pipe, and that's how you lead it to the third and final star coin. So, yeah. Just be cautious on that. So, anyways. Here we go with the first boss fight in New Super Mario Bros. I wonder who we're gonna fight. It looks like Bowser Jr. was there, but he got away. Oh, looks like we have real Bowser as the first boss fight. Okay, that's a bit weird for a start, but much like in the old days in Super Mario Bros. Activate the skull switch and he's defeated. And it looks like Bowser is in a skeleton form formation. Gee, I wonder why. Although, granted, if he dives into the lava, then he turns into a skeleton formation. That's actually new to the start. And looks like World 1 has been fully completed. Filled with star coins and some secret exits, and everything else for that matter. So, I think that wraps up for this video just about right here. So next time on Let's Play New Super Mario Bros. For the Nintendo DS, is that we'll be heading to World 2, which we're in the desert level, just like how it does in Super Mario Bros. 3. And yeah, see you guys next time. Later, fellas.